Hey everybody, it's Doug Mystic Eye here. Just getting ready to do our next round of Sentinels in the Multiverse. A few episodes back, I had recorded a list of episodes back to back, and I had made a mistake or two. Actually, it was two distinct mistakes earlier on. And since I'd recorded so far ahead, I didn't really get to correct them. But those mistakes and what they were are posted so that if you're watching this, you can go back, look at, I think it was episode 2 and 3. You can check to see what those were and how they impacted gameplay, just so you don't make the same mistakes when you're playing the game. But they weren't earth-shattering, nothing that was going to really ruin the game for us, so we're moving on. Anyway, let's get started. Now I just want to keep a reminder going that we do have, I'm running a contest for giving away a box of Infernal Relics and the separately the bonus Villain Ambuscade, which is like a promo villain. I decided I'm going to end this contest on the 25th of February. It gives people plenty of time to post and yada yada. And it's not that serious of a contest. I just had extras. I thought I'd give them away to people who want them. So just running down the rules real quick. On the video that I originally posted, I believe it was the third video, which would be turn 2. I put fifth video. Anyway, 2 videos ago, 5th video, I put the rules on there, and I also announced the contest. So I want you to, if you want to participate, thumb that video as well as the on both YouTube and Board Game Geek. I have not posted that on Board Game Geek yet, or I may have by now. By the time of this recording, we'll see. I was waiting for them to tell me if it was okay to run this contest there because they want to also regulate non-official contests. So I'm waiting for response to that at this point. Otherwise, it'll just be on YouTube for the thumbs. But if you do thumb it on YouTube and then post a comment on YouTube there saying which one you want, that'll qualify you. I do ask that please don't take one that you don't have, or sorry, that you do have already. Let's let someone who doesn't have these things get them. And then lastly, if you're inside the U.S., I'll ship it for free. If you're outside, I may ask for shipping depending on what the costs are. May not be that big a deal. So that's it. Now let's move on to our next turn, starting with our villain turn. Okay, now this is going to be an interesting turn for us because as I look at the villain card, we have something that says at the start of the villain turn, if there are hero -1 or more clue cards in play, flip the misinformation's villain character card. Well, there are actually, technically, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if you include the one I have next to Ra's card. So we're going to flip misinformation over. Doom, 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 doom. She is now the revealed saboteur, misinformation. And it says the first time, let's see, is there anything that happens when she comes into play? So that was the start of the villain turn. We flipped her. At the start of the villain turn, destroy a clue card. If you do, each hero target deals itself 2 sonic damage. Okay, I don't know. That's probably not going to happen this turn because her start of turn effect on her card was to flip her over. But let's look at the other ones and take care of them. We also have start of turn event, what doesn't kill you. It says at the start of the villain turn, if there are no diversion cards in play, play the top card of the hero deck. Well, guess what? There are no diversion cards in play, so we're going to do that. And this is a diversion. Cat stuck in a tree. Great, we gotta go. That was a nasty looking cat. It says at the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero -2 hero targets with the highest hit points 3 melee damage. This card deals heroes -2 hero targets. So, heroes -2 hero targets, that means the top 2 hit point heroes are going to take 3 damage from this card. I'm going to bump her deck up just a little bit, along with her cards. We're going to, looks like those clue cards are going to go away and do damage to us. So that was the start of turn effect from this card, what does not kill you. Then we have Misplaced Memo. At the start of the villain turn, each hero target deals itself 2 psychic damage, which we still can't really stop. I don't believe I have anything to stop that on anybody. Nope. So everybody's going to take 1 more point, because we're still reducing 1 point for the Atlantean throne room. Okay, let's go on. That was the Misplaced Memo. Let's go to Isolated Hero. No, that doesn't have anything for that. And Concealed Betrayal. At the end of the villain turn, at the start of the villain turn, each player may discard any number of cards. If it equals hero cards are discarded this way, destroy this card. Well, we're going to do that, definitely. So I don't like that, what that card does in the end. So with Expatriate, we're going to destroy her assault rifle because it was an extra card, and they can destroy more than once. So if like, I'm going to get rid of the micro tracking computer for. It says discard, right? Just want to make sure. Yeah, discard. Okay, so I'm getting rid of the extra micro tracking computer out of her hand, and that'll be 2. So we just need 2 more. For absolute 0, I'll get rid of the focused aperture. We can only have 1 of those in place. That's 3. And then I go to raw. I need to get rid of 1 card from raw. And we'll do the flame barrier because we already have 1 of those in play as well. So that is going to destroy the concealed betrayal clue card. Boom. Done. That was at the start of the turn. Okay, any more start of the turn things we haven't dealt with? No. No. Okay, now we're going to draw her normal card, because we drew that card because there were no diversions in play, and that was from this one. That's how that cat stuck in a tree got in there, which, by the way, I'm going to pop up on the app. Can you see it? Here you go. Cat stuck in a tree. It's got hit points. So when it does damage, we're going to damage it back. Now that is the thing with the lowest hit points on the table. Non-hero card is the main computer room. So wait a second, is that still in effect? It is not in effect anymore. It doesn't matter, that's the environment card, so we're going to worry about that later. Oh yes, it is. That's the... No, I don't think it is. Anyway, we'll deal with that when the environment comes around. We're still on the villain turn. So anyway, we're going to draw her card now for her villain turn. It is Diversionary Tactic. Reveal the top H cards of the villain deck. We've done this one a couple of times before. Put any revealed diversions in play. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to shuffle up her whole thing again. She never gets rid of those. 1 shot, ongoing clue, and a diversion. Threat to the president is back. Well, good, because apparently I misplayed this one the first time. At the end of, or didn't misplay it, I misplayed how I dealt with it. Well, in turn. I didn't destroy cards, I discarded cards. I should have destroyed cards. At the end of the villain turn, the player with the most cards in play must destroy 1 of their non-character cards. At the start of the villain turn, which is already passed, the players may destroy hero non-character hero cards. If they do, destroy this card. So that one goes into play. These go into her trash, and then we reshuffle everything together. It doesn't look like, now that misinformation is revealed, she ever flips back, which is good, because now we can destroy her. But she does have 45 hit points. Oh, and just for the sake of seeing it, I get to flip this on the app. Boom! Now she's truly misinformation, the terrible villain. Alright, now that was her card draw. Now let's go to end of turn events for her. So we'll start with the diversion. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the heroes -2 heroes targets with the highest hit points 3 melee damage. Okay, well, the 2 hero targets with the highest hit points currently are Expatriate and Raw. So Expatriate is going to take that damage. She really can't stop it. That's going to put her down to 20. Oh wait, sorry, 21 because we're reducing all damage by 1 for the Atlantean Throne Room. And then Ra will also take 2 points of damage. Now, this is the first time he's taking damage this round, so I think his Flame Barrier will come into effect. Let's take a look at that. The first time Ra is dealt damage by a target each turn, Ra deals that target 2 fire damage. So it's reduced by 1, of course. So the cat in a tree, which dealt that damage, is going to take 1 point of fire damage. Okay. Let's keep going. Now we're looking for further at the end of... okay, here we go, the diversion threat to the present. At the end of the villain turn, the player with the most cards in play must destroy, well, that's a tie between, oh no, wait, that's Ra. Okay, he's going to have to destroy a card. I think, unfortunately, it's going to be our vengeful, or wrathful gaze. We'll destroy that. Okay. Leaves him with 3 cards in play. Now he's tied with absolute 0. And then on the villain card itself, we have at the end of the villain turn, Misinformation deals heroes -2 hero targets with the lowest hit points 2 psychic damage. So the 2 heroes with the bottom health now take 2 points of damage, and that's going to be, God, Ra again. So 1 point of damage to Ra because we're still reducing damage by, wait, that would be true, but it's going to be 2 points because with the what doesn't kill you, she is getting +1 damage dealt. So it's going to be another point to Ra, putting him to 13. And then Wraith goes down to 13 as well. Okay. Let me just glance over everything. Okay. Yes, that is going to mark the end of the villain turn. Now we get to go to our heroes' turns. Thank God, because now we can actually attack the villain. Fun stuff. Okay, here we are. We're going to start with good old Rook. Rook's ready to rock it out. She's got her assault rifle going. She's got some cards to play. Let's take a look and see what she's going to play. We got quick draw, 1 shot. I get to search my trash or deck for either Pride or Prejudice and put it into play. Could do that. I also got tactical shotgun. That's pretty good. That deals 1 target 4 damage. I think we're going to play. I don't know how good Pride or Prejudice are. Maybe they're really awesome and I need to get them out. But we got this tactical shotgun ready to go. Let's play that. Okay. So she's got the tactical shotgun. The hollow points are actually attached to the assault rifle. Then we're going to use her power. Now, you know what I could do this turn if I don't want to do damage. I wouldn't mind getting rid of the cat. The cat does do damage. Quite a bit, actually. And I still have the computer. Well, currently, because of the misplaced memo clue, the computer room is immune to damage. It's the lowest hit point target out there, non-hero. So I could do damage to the cat, or I could use her power of load, play another card, and put Pride or Prejudice out. Because I may have to destroy a card from somebody. So, or I could. Or I could even play the liquid nitrogen on the tactical shotgun. It says play this card next to a gun card. Change the card's damage type to cold. Man, I could do that and then shoot absolute 0 and give him a whole bunch of hit points back. Cold damage after the card's power is used dealt by the target. Okay. Reduce damage dealt by the target. Oh, I see. It reduces the damage of what it hits. No, let's do this. You know what? I'm going to quickly look through her deck and see Pride and Prejudice. There's Prejudice. You can play 2 ammo cards on it, so that's pretty good. Pride, deal 1 target 2 projectile damage. If Prejudice is play, you can use his power. So if you have both of them in play, you can use each other's power. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to shuffle up, and I think we'll just take a shot at the cat. The cat stuck in a tree card. So she's going to activate her power of the tactical shotgun. Might as well hold on to this one. Okay, which is normally would deal 4 damage, but we're still reducing damage, so it's going to knock that down by 1. So we're going to knock 3 points off the cat in a tree card. a cat stuck in a tree card. Now maybe that big giant cat, ugly nasty cat, maybe we'll be able to destroy that thing this turn. We'll see. Okay, that is going to end her turn, so she drew a card. She got quick draw again. That goes in her hand. Now we're going to move on to Wraith and see how she does. You know, unfortunately, Wraith here doesn't have any real damage she can do yet. Let's see if she got something she can get out that will help. You know, this one's really nice. You know, we could do that on the cat or on even on Misinformation. Yeah, we could hit Misinformation with this. It deals one target 2 damage. You only do 1 point of damage, but the target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of Wraith's next turn. Why that would be cool to play on either one of those is because I also could play the Trust Fund, draw 4 cards, then discard 2. And she doesn't have her utility belt out, so she can't use 2 powers. Let's see, I think we're going to do the Throat Jab. That's her card play. Deal 1 target 2 melee damage. Okay, the target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the turn. Well, the cat does the more damage, 3 points, so she's going to Throat Jab the cat. Now, because of the damage reduction, that's only going to be 1, dropping it down to 5. I'll just put the Throat Jab on top of that card for right now so I can remember it. It's easier than typing a note in because there's nothing specific to it not being able to do damage. Well, there is actually. Let's see. Let's do it the right way. I said we're going to use the notes. We're going to use them. Yeah, use powers with a slash through it. Okay. No, that doesn't help. Well, it would. It would help me understand that it can't do damage. Okay. Boom. I'm going to select that. And then done. So the cat has a note on it. Can't do damage that turn. Alright. That is not going to end her turn because now she gets to use a power. So for her power, she's going to use the equipment, the infrared eyepiece, which allows me to reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck. Boom. Boom, let's see what those are. So missing resources. Reveal the top card of the hero deck. Each player discards every card. Okay. And diversionary tactic 1 shot puts. Okay, we're going to put the diversionary tactic on top and put this other one on the bottom. I don't like that card. Even though I could reveal Ra's card again and probably be. You know, let's do that the other way around. I'm going to do that the other way around because if we reveal Ra's card again, he's unlikely to impact the other characters. Maybe, we'll see. This could be a bad move. And then she gets, as part of the last bit of that, she gets to draw a card. So we're going to draw a card. Throwing knives. Finally, she gets something to use with her micro-targeting computer. And then at the end of her turn, she gets to draw another card, another micro-targeting computer. That's going to end her turn. Let's go to absolute 0. So there, again, none of the heroes have any start of hero turn events or effects. So we do have Cold Snap, ongoing limited at the start of your turn. Absolute 0 deals each non-hero target 1 cold damage, but with the focused aperture, that would be 2. You could put that into play. It's ongoing limited. It wouldn't be at the start of our turn because we already passed that. Or we could do the 1 shot, select an equipment card from your trash. Yeah. Or with this 1 shot, absolute 0 deals 1 target. That deals him fire damage. I think we'll put the Cold Snap into play here, giving him 4 cards. Okay. And that is going to be his card play. Now I just want to look at this isolated hero. I want to make sure we don't change. When this card enters play, put it next to the hero. That hero. Okay, so this is still all on Ra, because at the time of playing it, he had the most active cards. Okay. Now for our action, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We could deal some cold damage. Okay, let's see. We could hit himself. He could hit himself with 2 cold damage and increase his hit points, or we can hit the cat again and do 1 point of cold damage to it. I say 1 point because we're still reducing damage by 1. Let's do that. He's going to hit the cat for 1. The reason, oh, you know what? The cat can't do damage. Let's hit Misinformation for 1. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start knocking her down. So she's at 44. The one to the cat's not going to do a darn bit of good, and it's not going to do any damage next turn. So we used our cold. No, we didn't use our cold snap. We used our Absolute Zero's thermodynamics power. Absolute Zero deals. Oh wait, that's for himself. So let me take this back. He actually can't do this. He can deal himself the cold damage. Okay, he's going to deal himself cold damage because he doesn't really have something that can deal the villain damage. So he's going to deal himself 2 cold damage. It's going to be -1. Then he'll run the null point calibration unit and go up 1 hit point. That's going to be his turn. Boom, done. And then he's going to draw a card. Hopefully something with some damage. Modular realignment again. Getting the same cards over and over. You know, we could have played this Frostbound thing, but I didn't want to do fire damage to him. He's lower on hit points than I'd like him to be. Okay, that's going to end Absolute Zero's turn. Now we'll move to Ra. Okay, Ra is this isolated hero. He cannot be affected by other heroes' cards and effects, but he does have 3 current cards out. Let's see what he's got in his hand. He's got Scorched Earth. There are currently 3 environment cards. It says Ra deals each non-hero target X fire damage, where X equals the number of environment cards in play. And that is fire damage, so it gets increased by the Staff of Ra by 1, so that's going to be 4 total damage if he plays that. Or you can deal 1 target. Yeah, he's going to use that. So for his card play, he's going to play Scorched Earth. Actually, you know what he's going to do? That's a 1-shot. Then he can, no, he's going to play Scorched Earth. Okay, so Scorched Earth. Ra deals each non-hero target X fire damage. Now, keep in mind that right now the main computer room would be a target, but it's immune because of the misplaced memo. Just for rules points. Ra deals each non-hero target X fire damage, where X equals the number of environment cards in play. We have 3. So that's going to be 3 plus 1 for his staff, so that's 4. So -1 for the throne room, so they're all going to take, so the cat's going to take 3, 1, 2, 3, and misinformation is going to take 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, and the computer room takes nothing. I believe those are the only things that take damage. Yeah, okay. That was his card play. Now he has not used a power yet, so he is in turn. So let's see, the cat still has 2 hit points, and the environment card, the main computer room, has 1. So the cat is still not immune. Do we kill it this turn, or do we do damage to misinformation? I'm going to do 3 damage because his tornado, Flaming Tornado, does 1 target 3 fire damage plus 1 for his staff. You know what, the ultimate deal is to kill the villain. So, since the cat is not going to do damage next turn because of the throat jab, we are going to do 1, 2, 3 more. Just make sure there's nothing reducing her damage. I'm not playing the advanced rules, advanced stuff for misinformation. Okay, yeah, that's going to be it. All right, so we did 3 more points of damage to misinformation. Now that we know she's the villain, we are damaging her rather quickly. Hit her twice. Ra hit her twice in 1 round, so she's pissed off at Ra. But Ra is isolated from the other characters. He must be locked in the building with her doing battle. Who knows? Anyway, that's going to end the hero turns. I'm going to draw a card for Ra. We got, oh, what a deal! Another Scorched Earth. Sweet. Okay, and then we're going to now go to the environment phase. Okay, let's look at all the start of environment card effects. So we'll just start at the bottom, at the Typhoon. At the start of the environment card turn, if there are no other anomalies in play, destroy this card. There are 2, so we do not destroy that card. Okay, moving on to the Atlantean Throne Room. At the start of the environment turn, each player may draw a card. If none do, destroy this card. Well, do we want to continue with this -1 damage thing? I mean, because then, so we could not draw an extra card this turn and destroy that. But he's got the Scorched Earth card. Well, we're going to draw another one. That could be 4 cards. I think we're going to leave it alone. We're going to draw a card. Arsenal access. that's a good card for Expatriate. Let's see what Wraith draws. Another set of throwing knives. Man, I shuffle the heck out of these and they come in pairs. Really? Another modular realignment? I've got 3 in Sub-Zero there. And then for Raw, we're going to draw a Wrathful Gaze card, which he had to destroy last turn. Okay, and that means that's going to stay in play, meaning that right now we can't. No, we can't kill the cat because no, we can. The main computer room's still going to be in play. Okay, so then we go to the main computer room. It says at the start of the environment turn, each player may draw a card. So we're going to do that, starting with Expatriate. Get another set of hollow point rounds. For Wraith, we get Razor Ordnance. I like this one. This one's good. For Sub-Zero, we get another null point calibration unit. This does not help us. And Raw gets, at least we got cards to burn, another Blazing Tornado, which does not help us. Okay, that is going to end that one. So now we draw our next environment card, which is going to be a Giant Mutated Specimen. It's an Anomaly Cockroach. Okay, I don't know if the cockroach thing becomes important or not. Then it says at the end of the environment turn, this card deals hero -1 targets with the highest hit points 1 toxic damage each. Wait, heroes with the highest hit. Okay, so it's going to deal 3 heroes, the 3 top hit point heroes damage, and we're going to put the cockroach into play. Giant Mutated Specimen. There we go. 5 hit points. That is now in play on our app. Just to show you, it's right here. And now we'll move to end of environment phase stuff. Okay, at the end of the environment, we'll just start with the Typhoon. At the end of the environment turn, each player must put 1 card from their hand on top of their deck. Fine. So for, well, we got 2 quick draws, Arsenal Access, okay, and hollow points. We're going to put a quick draw on top of Expatriate's deck. Does nothing to hurt us at all. On Wraith, we're going to put, let's see, she's got some duplicates here, right? We'll put a Trust Fund on top of her deck. Absolute Zero, we're going to put a modular realignment on top of his deck. No, we're going to get rid of those. We'll put the null point calibration on top of his deck, I guess, why not? And then for Raw, we'll put, we've got nothing but duplicates going on here, it looks like. We'll put Blazing Tornado on top. Come out next turn. Okay, let's see how that plays out for us. So that was the Typhoon. Yeah. Okay. Atlantean Throne Room has nothing. Giant Mutated Specimen does at the end of the environment turn. This card deals... Oh, wait. It doesn't say hero targets. So it says if at the end of the environment turn, this card deals heroes -1, so 3 points of damage, or 3 targets with the highest hit points, 1 toxic damage each. So, by the way, all damage is reduced, so that is 0 damage. So that really doesn't have any effect at all. But the main computer room does. So let me just think that through. Cockroach does 1 point of damage to the top 3. Doesn't do any because we're reducing damage by 1. Okay, now we have the main computer room where we have to unfortunately draw another villain card. It is the one-shot reveal the top card of 1 hero deck. Each player discards that card. So we're going to reveal the top card of the raw deck. Ongoing limited. That's a problem. So how many do we have to get rid of? Each player discards every card with that. I should have thought that through. You know what? Let me see, because I knew that was coming. Let me think that through with Raw real quick. I could have avoided that by doing this, by putting like the Flame Strike up. Okay, let's say we did that, because trying to think through all this, sometimes we get to do a take back. If there was other players around me, they would have recommended that, knowing that was coming. So we're going to do that. So we're going to say that that's the one you've revealed, one shot, which will not affect anything, and I think that's fair. And then that gets discarded. So what happens with that one? The keyword discard revealed card. Okay, boom. That's the way I should have done it. That's the way we're going to do it. Makes some sense. Okay, because I seeded that card on purpose and then forgot why I did it. So I could control that. Anyway, And that's the problem with trying to run all this solo. But that's going to be the last part of the environment turn, I believe. At the end of yeah, that's it. Okay, so that ends our environment turn. Yeah, I don't think I cheated doing that. I think if I had thought it through and spent a little more time instead of trying to talk to you and tell you what was going on, I would have made sure we didn't have an impact to all of our cards. I mean, that would have been terrible. We lost a lot of stuff. So let's call that an end of the turn, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day and a wonderful rest or end of the weekend. Hope to see you back around soon. Thanks, and talk to you later.